Okay, so now that we've done a profile, I'm going to do a quick test hand and a quick shuffle just to show you what we can do. So hopefully, after everything I've theory graphed, things will give you a good insight. So yeah, we'll give our opponent the cup and we'll draw our 5 cards. Okie doke, so pretty simplistic start, but we'll see where we go from here. I'll start things off with normal summon Sage of Visor Blue. Use its effect to get Maiden of White to index my hand. I just need a level 1 Light Tuner. Next, I'm going to link off into Spirit with the Eyes of Blue. Use effect to add the Mausoleum of White. So quickly add the Mausoleum, like so. I'm then going to use Maiden's effect to send us to the grave to place a True Light from my deck straight to the field face up. So my hand is on my left, this is activated from the deck. Okay, next I will activate Mausoleum. I'll use Mausoleum effect to target the Spirit and then send a normal monster from deck to grave. So next I'll activate Spirit. Tribute itself to special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon from the graveyard. This will then trigger Maiden from the graveyard, special summon her. So now that is summoned for, so we just need to be cautious here. I'm going to quickly go into a Synchro Summon for Spirit Dragon. So we are in dib range, so hopefully nothing worse will come of this. But we do have pretty strong cards in our hand as well. So next what I'll do is I'll set 1 card. I'll activate Roar of the Blue White Dragons to get into a Blue Eyes White Dragon from the graveyard. I do realise I probably should have gone into the Spirit Ultimate Dragon for this, but hindsight, Nibiru could still stop it anyway because it needs to be on the field, so probably not the best call, to be honest. So we'll set 1 more card here and then we'll just hope from the best there. So what we have as an end board, we have Spirit Dragon available, we have Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then we have Majesty with Eyes of Blue, or the White Dragons, excuse me. So we have 1 Blue Eyes here and a second in the graveyard, so that's 2 pops. And we have Effect Veiler for anything to negate. And then if we wanted to, we could tribute this off our opponent's turn to get the Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon to the board. And then that gives an extra negate, you know, if we've used our Effect Veiler. And then lastly, you know, to go in for the kill, we can go Ultimate Fusion, shuffling back Blue Eyes Red Dragon from the field onto the deck, shuffling this back to get out Tyrant Dragon. This will give us a free pop. And yeah, that's pretty strong. So we'll go for another test hand just to make sure. So give a quick shuffle again once more. See how well we do. And then give to our opponent. Like so. Cut in 2. And then... oh, what? That's pretty godly if you ask me. Okay, so what we're going to do here. I'm going to try and bait out a hand trap first. So I'm going to normal summon Neo Kaiser Seahorse. I'll then link it off for the Spirit of the Blue. And then I'm going to go chain link 1 Spirit, chain link 2 Kaiser Seahorse. So Seahorse, I'm going to send the White Stone of Ancients, and then I'm going to add Mausoleum from deck to hand, which is really good. I'm then going to play Witch's Advisor blue, discard for cost, and then I'm going to add a tuner, and then a spell or trap that mentions it. So I'm going to add Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. So then I'm going to activate Mausoleum, normal summon Sage with the additional normal summon thanks to Mausoleum, Sage effect to add a Maiden of White, and then Maiden of White discard to place the True Light straight from our deck. I'll then play Roar the Blue-Eyed Dragons. But before we carry on any further, we have to remember we are locked because of the Spirit of the Dragon. So we can use this because this was normal summoned, but special summons were locked into dragons. So now I'm going to use Mausoleum, targeting this to send a Blue-Eyed White Dragon to the graveyard, giving this a little buff, but the buff doesn't really matter. We will then use the effect to tribute it off to special summon Blue-Eyed White Dragon. This in turn will special summon Maiden of White from the graveyard. And now that we have a Blue-Eyed White Dragon on board, I can special summon any Blue-Eyed monster I want. So I'm going to do Roar the Blue-Eyed Dragons. So I'm going to cheat out our, if we can find it of course, Blue-Eyed Jet Dragon. So we can special summon this in defense position. So this is pretty powerful already. Still got plenty of things we can do. I will then activate this to place a extra deck monster on the Blue-Eyed White Dragon as an equip spell, tribute it off to special summon Tyrant, and then I'm going to use the True Light effect to set a spell or trap from my deck that mentions Blue-Eyed White Dragon. So we have a Blue-Eyed White Dragon in grave that's live already, and our board's getting a little bit full. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use these two for a synchro summon. I'm going to Blue-Eyed Spirit Dragon, get that ready for the next turn, and then yeah, I'm probably just going to leave it there because we have a Maiden of White, so then we can bring back Blue-Eyed White Dragon from the graveyard. If anything were to be destroyed, let's just say her for example, when she gets attacked, so the Blue-Eyed White Dragon will be on the board. We can then special summon the Jet, so Jet is now on the board, and at any point we can tribute this off to cheat out our Ultimate Spirit Dragon, so we can keep up the pressure, and then activate this, shuffling these two back if we have to bring out another Tyrant Dragon because it meets the requirement, and then do a free pop. And then coming to the end phase, Ultimate Dragon will die, and then effect, bring back the Spirit Dragon. But remember that the tag out to the extra deck is now not available because it's not synchro summoned. But we still have a Graveyard Negate and opponent can't special summon twice. And then when it would come to our turn, so do a quick cut because we have been shuffling and stuff, have a draw, we'll start again, but also not to mention we also had two hand traps available on the previous turn as well. So yeah, this deck is pretty cool, if I say so myself. So glad you enjoyed it.